Lindsay Schatz. I am actually filling in for Associate Director Tawny Andrew, who is ill and was able to be here with us tonight. On behalf of the nursing faculty and staff, I would like to welcome you to the pinning ceremony for the BSN class of 2022. The pinning ceremony is a nursing tradition to celebrate all the hard work and dedication of nursing students who have successfully completed their program of study. We are very excited to congratulate this graduating class as they prepare to enter the profession of nursing. This group of students has persevered through many changes and challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. Although there were difficult times, they never gave up on their journey to become registered nurses. They have already demonstrated the flexibility and determination nurses use every day to accomplish great things in the workplace. So congratulations to the class of 2022 on a job well done. Next, I would like to introduce our campus dean, Dr. Roberta Milligan. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Roberta Milligan, and I'm Dean of Campus and Community Relations here at Ohio Chillicothe, and I am so honored to be taking part in our 2022 nursing pinning ceremony. It is my distinct privilege to welcome you to our campus this afternoon. We are so glad that you are here to celebrate this extraordinary class of nurses. I also want to welcome the parents, siblings, family, and friends of our 2022 graduates. I'm sure that without your help, love, and encouragement, this journey would have been much more difficult for them. We honor you, and we honor your support and confidence in our graduates today. I must say that this moment has personal significance for me. My grandmother, Esther Yarbrough, was a nurse, and a proud one at that. She taught me that not everyone is cut out for this work, to work in this noble profession. There are certain attributes that one must have to be successful as a nurse. Certainly one must be kind, compassionate, and intelligent, the regular, admirable kind of intelligence, but also the quick, think-on-your-feet kind of intelligence. One also has to be strong, resourceful, resilient, and downright tough. In my mind, this year's class of nurses have proven that they have these kinds of traits in spades, but I'm particularly impressed with how remarkably resilient they are. Not only have they persevered with their studies, with the threats and challenges of COVID always hovering, in the face of this pandemic, they have also helped and served their campus and their community without reservation and with compassion, commitment, and skill. We honor them for this and for the dedication to their profession and their community that these accomplishments represent. All of us here at Ohio Chillicothe, faculty, administration, and staff, are proud of this year's class and grateful to them. As you graduate, think back on the person that you were when you began your studies with us, and think of yourself then in relation to the person you are now. I hope you recognize the changes that have taken place. I hope we at Ohio Chillicothe have helped you to grow and realize your potential. If this is so, then I am truly thankful. We all are. And please know, too, that just as we have hopefully left our mark on you, you have left your mark on us. We won't forget you. In fact, we want to hear from you. So please keep in touch. Let us know what you're doing so we can celebrate your other successes. By way of closing then, let me just say that I wish you continued success as you leave Ohio Chillicothe and move on into your careers. My heartfelt congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Dr. Milligan. Next, we will hear from the 2022 BSN Cohort Class Representative, Ms. Molly Branham.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. Out of all the characteristics one would say is necessary to pursue a degree in nursing, the one that resonates the most for me is strength. Strength is not just measured physically. As we all know, it can be mental, spiritual, or emotional. We as a class had to call in a lot of strength to make it to the end of this degree. It's taking a mighty big dose of strength for me to stand up here and talk. We got one semester to meet each other in person and begin friendships before COVID began, and then our degree track was flipped on its head. We had to pull together behind a screen to do our work and make sure we didn't leave each other behind. And it got tough numerous times. When we were finally allowed back after a year and a half, I can't quite explain how the dynamic had changed, but there was definitely a new change in the air. We were so excited to actually see each other. I believe our last 2 semesters were our strongest ones. We were able to meet and work together with the gratitude that one feels knowing there was once a time where face-to-face companionship was taken away from us. We found a hidden strength just by being present together. I started my speech planning by Googling the hardest degree to attain, fully planning on using this as supporting evidence for whatever we just went through, but surprisingly the answer was architecture. So suddenly my whole speech game plan was out the window. With this in mind, I did what our professor so meticulously instilled in us. I thought critically. These 2 degrees might look similar based on the amount of study hours, lecture time, and projects completed. You could even say the internships they complete might compare to our clinical hours. But the similarities end there. Architecture degrees do not take into account compassion or empathy or stamina. It's a huge sacrifice and one you give willingly. It's risk. It's working under pressure and having no room for mistakes. It's sometimes caring for a family, a whole unit of people behind just a sick person. A nursing degree is more all-encompassing. It's both analytical and emotional. The licensure you carry is only the first fragment of everything you truly accomplish with your nursing career. So I guess all of this was about strength. It took strength to do what we just did, and it takes continuing strength to do what we're about to do. We, as your newest graduating class of nursing students, promise to be the educators, advocates, and caregivers we've trained to be. We promise to learn from our experiences and become better every day. We promise to lean on our supporters, and grow from our mentors so that one day we may become those supporters and mentors to future new nurses. Thank you.
Thank you, Holly. Our next student speaker is Ms. Brooke Barnett, the president of the Student Nurse Organization.
Good evening. I'll just apologize now for my voice, so you guys can listen to this for the remainder of the speech. Here we go. Good evening, faculty, staff, family, friends, and of course my fellow nurses. I want to begin by saying thank you. Thank you for your love throughout our most selfish years. I can't express how grateful I am to have all of you here this evening. When we started our senior year, I didn't think it would be possible to celebrate our 4 years of hard work with all the people that we love. So to start, I want to say thank you to Professor Schatz and David for doing everything you could to make this possible. First, I want to begin by talking about resiliency. Resiliency can be described as something remaining from its original form after being pulled, stretched, or bent. During nursing school, I made a mess of this way. I didn't think I was alone. Resiliency was created in all of us when we decided to take on the challenge 3 years ago. We have all tackled this head on and never gave up, even on the hundreds of days that we wanted to. Resiliency in nursing is continuous nurturing and commitment. We as nurses need to maintain persevere and build our bodies to constantly anxiety, depression, and try to prevent the burnout we work so hard to get where we are. Classmates, as our time here has come to an end, one thing we have learned is that without documentation, it didn't happen. So without further ado, let's talk about the last 2 years ago. Starting from orientation, when we felt like a big ball of anxiety, not knowing what we were getting ourselves into. Hearing a bunch of mumbo jumbo that didn't even sound like English. To starting our senior year of nursing school and taking patient assignments on our own. We are mentally and physically stronger, and I don't mean from the 100 pounds of textbooks that we received in the mail. And let's not forget that we not only started nursing school, but we did it during the global pandemic. Only to diagnose ourselves with a couple of probable disorders after a semester of mental health. I would say that's an accomplishment. We entered every semester with an unknown. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't always fun, but we did it. We showed up. We studied, and we made a few hours of sleep. We may have been ready to go Some of us made it going to the local communities, to teach, to become nurse practitioners. But let's not forget where we started, and not forget the relationships we built with each other. We also have been through this journey alone. We've had each other, our family, friends, significant others, fur babies, lovely professors, Callie's cookies and cake pops, Kyler's mom's cookies, and Professor Shaw's donuts. And can't forget about Jeremy's family that was on track. Now to one of my most important thank yous to our professors, instructors, and researchers. We wouldn't be here without you. You provided guidance and wisdom as molded us and taught us what it takes to be good nurse. Friends and family, we also wouldn't be here without any of you. And to my fellow graduates, we've all chosen to pursue an emotionally fulfilling and rewarding career where qualities like empathy, care, and autonomy are of the utmost importance. I believe in every single one of you. Take chances and don't ever think you can't do something, because you can. You will, and as of today, you did. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all for tackling the challenge with me. Now let's do all the things that we haven't had time to do in the past 4 years. And I'd like to end on a quote. There is a good reason we call these ceremonies commencement exercises. Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce Professor Kristen Tedesco, who will be sharing the symbolism of the pinning ceremony.
I've talked in front of you a number of times for hours, and for some reason I'm very nervous just to read a paragraph or two. Welcome. Okay, so the history of the nursing pin that the students will be receiving. The nursing pin is a public symbol of work well done. It originated from the time when the Crusaders marched to Jerusalem to recover the Holy Land. Among these Crusaders were the Hospitallers in black robes with white Maltese crosses sewn on the back of the robe. The cross became the symbol of the groups who cared for the sick. The pin itself relates to customs from the 16th century. It was a symbol of noblemen who served kings with distinction. Later, the privilege was extended to schools, and Florence Nightingale chose the Maltese cross for the badge worn by the graduates of her School of Nursing. In modern times, each School of Nursing has chosen a unique pin that is symbolic of their program. Congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our keynote speaker for this evening, Dr. Char Miller. Dr. Miller is the interim school director, an associate executive dean, and an associate professor in the nursing program in the College of Health Science and Professions at Ohio University. She has 18 years experience with traditional, blended, and online course delivery models and is recognized by the National League for Nursing as a certified nurse educator. Dr. Miller holds an MSN with a concentration in adult health from Otterbein University and a doctorate of nursing practice from Wright State University. She has been a board-certified nurse practitioner for 20 years and maintains an active clinical practice as a nurse practitioner with a specialty in palliative care and geriatrics in addition to her academic appointment. Her research interests include situated learning for skill acquisition, simulation, and improving health outcomes in older adults.
Thank you for that introduction and welcome, and thank you all for inviting me to be here with you celebrating this milestone. I know it's been a long time coming, and I am so very pleased to be here to see it happen in person tonight. So first of all, I'd like to thank some very special people in the room, all of the family, friends, the faculty, staff, administration. It takes a village to make a nurse, and everybody in this room had a part in creating these nurses tonight. So thank you very much. Alright, so it's good to be back here at Ohio Chillicothe. I actually started my nursing education career here on this campus a while ago. And I was teaching in the undergraduate program. At the little bit on the older side because I was afraid they would think I wasn't old enough to teach them anything. I haven't had that particular problem for a while now, but it is very nice to be back here on this campus and see them and have the memories of my time here as a faculty and be able to share this moment with you all this evening. So I've known for a couple of months that I was invited to have some remarks here this evening, and I gave it quite a bit of thought because, gosh, it's challenging right now, nursing, and I wanted to make sure that I had something to say that would be meaningful to you or that would inspire you in some way. That's not an easy order sometimes in these days and times. So I thought about it quite a bit. I hadn't really settled on anything, but about a week ago, I was cleaning out the filing cabinet in my office, and I ran across a magnet that one of my colleagues actually here at Ohio Chillicothe had given me when I was a brand new faculty member. And it had a quote on it, and that quote is credited to Abraham Lincoln, and the quote is, "Whatever you are, be a good one." I thought, that's it. So that's kind of the message that I'd like to share with you this evening. Many of you already have jobs probably planned in nursing. I know that I was talking to some of your faculty beforehand, and they said all kinds of different areas, right? Emergency room, ICU, pulmonary critical care. Everybody's got all of these different places and big plans and different paths that you're going to be taking. And that's the wonderful thing about nursing, isn't it? It's the diversity of what we can do and the people that we can get to know, the things we can specialize in, the knowledge we can gain, and certainly the patients that we get the honor of taking care of. Nursing is not easy though, right? Particularly right now, the last 2 years, I think Dr. Miller certainly said it best, resilience, right? It took a lot of that to get you here today. Nursing is not easy. The past 2 years, nurses have been faced with challenges that I think seem surreal at best and horrific at worst. This is a time that you are entering into nursing where the demand for you has never been greater, and the demands on you have never been greater either. So I would say that today, as you stand here, you're kind of on the threshold, right? Deciding on that path and following it, starting out your nursing career. And I know that if you're like me, when I was sitting in your seat, I was thinking, am I good enough? Will I be able to do it? Will I do the right things? Will I make the right decisions? Will I please not kill anybody? So all of those things that go through your mind. So when I think about a recipe for how do I do good? How do I do well, right? How do I go forward and be what I want to be? I think about 3 things that kind of resonate with me when I think about how I approach things in my life. So I'd like to share that with you. The first thing is be brave, right? So be the advocate, speak for the person who cannot speak for themselves. Be bold and be confident in your education, in your knowledge, in your intuition, right? That gut feeling. Trust yourself and trust that you can achieve exactly the outcomes that we want to see for your patients. The second thing is, I would say, be curious, right? So never stop learning and never stop asking questions. I think that inquiry and education are where change and innovation and advancement are born. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, I would say, be kind. Be kind to your patients, be kind to their families, be kind to your colleagues, each other, and certainly be kind to yourself. And now back to that quote. Whatever you are, be a good one. I think that when we hear that, probably many people might say, well, that means that whatever you do, you should try to do your very best. And certainly, I think that's kind of what it means. But I hope to all of the nurses in this room that it means something a little bit different, right? Because nursing really is not something that you do. It's something that you are, right? It's who and what you are. So today, I am very happy to say that you are a nurse, so be a good one. Congratulations. So proud of everything that you've done and everything that you will do. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. Professor Brittany Hammond will now begin the presentation of the 2022 BS in Nursing cohort. If you are a guest pinning one of your nurses, we ask that when your student's name is called, you please begin walking towards the green X on the floor to meet them there. Maggie Allen. To my family and friends, thank you for pushing me every day to do my best and dealing with my meltdowns. Dad, thank you for making me who I am today and supporting my every dream I've ever had. Kim, thank you for sharing your nursing knowledge with me and using your mom voice when I needed it. To my friends I've made along the way, thank you for crying and laughing with me. We did it. To my professors, thank you for believing in me and always making sure I have hand warmers. This wouldn't be possible without all of you. It is amazing how far you can go just because someone believed in you. Ashley Altizer. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting me through my nursing school journey. I couldn't ask for a better support system. Thank you to my brothers, sister-in-law, Brian, my quilt mom, Holly, and everyone else that was there for me during nursing school. Thank you to the nursing professors and clinical instructors that taught us everything they know and being outstanding role models to look up to. Lastly, I would like to thank my friends that I made during nursing school. We created the best memories and a bond like no other. Courtney Barnes. I would first like to thank God, whose faithfulness and grace is unparalleled. I would miss to believe I'd be here without him. To my mom and dad, I can't thank you enough for your wisdom, love, and unwavering belief in me. It has been the greatest stable in my life. I hope I have made you proud. To my siblings, grandmothers, and rest of my family and friends, your support has meant the world to me, and I am immeasurably grateful for you. Brooke Barnett. I would like to thank my parents and my grandparents for their endless support, both emotionally and financially, for always believing in me, and for all of the unconditional love you have to offer. To Ben, thank you for being my shoulder to cry on and trying to keep me sane. I know it hasn't been easy. Lastly, thank you, nursing school, for introducing me to friends I waited for 22 years, and providing me with the best professors and clinical instructors. Samantha Burncold. I would love to thank my family and Nathan for believing in me to push through school, trusting me to practice skills on them, and listening to my daily struggles. I wouldn't be here without you. To my classmates, thank you for the good times throughout all of these years. The laughs and tears we've shared will forever be cherished in my heart. To my professors, thank you for teaching me how to not only be a great nurse, but a true advocate for others. I am thankful for this opportunity in life. No words can explain how grateful I am.
are the unsung heroes of our degree. Christy for putting so much time into helping me learn, and Angie for advocating for me from the very beginning. My coworkers and classmates for the early mornings, late evenings, and everything in between. Mom, Dad, and my amazing family, thank you for the laughter, motivation, meals, and helping hand at every turn. I love you all dearly. Nicholas Carl. To my parents, grandparents, brothers, Taylor, church family, my colleagues, nursing staff, clinical instructors, and most importantly, the Lord Jesus Christ, I have been able to persevere through this difficult nursing program. You have all shaped my life in some way, in some form or fashion, and I wouldn't be the nurse I will become if it wasn't for all of you. Thank you for all the love and support. It gave me strength that I desperately needed. May I continue striving to become the best caregiver that I can be toward people that need healing. Thank you all. Carly Carroll. Thank you to my family for all the support and encouraging words the last 4 years. I truly couldn't have done it without you. Thanks to my best friend Lexi for never getting sick of me. Thanks to my professors and cohort for all the memories. We did it. Alexa Fellenstein. The day has finally come. Thank you, Starbucks and Monster Energy drinks, for giving me the strength to power through. Thank you, Mom, Dad, friends, and family for the endless support. Thank you to my sister for comforting me during meltdowns. Lastly, a special thank you to the instructors for making this program so great and helping me to get to where I am now. Ian French. Thank you to my family, friends, and girlfriend for their support as I furthered my education and career. I'd also like to thank my classmates and professors for making the past few years a great experience. Christine Graves. I want to thank God for always being with me. My kids, this is all for you. You push me daily to be better. I love you. My husband, your support every step of the way, never doubting me and wiping away my tears when I doubted myself. My mentor and friend, Angela. Without you checking on me, I may not have made it this far. You stepped in and filled a need I didn't know I had. Jeremiah for always having an open door and allowing us to de-stress. To my classmates, we have had so many laughs and tears, and now we finally made it. Anne Hartley. To my family and Jacob for supporting and believing in me, our professors for teaching us and making nursing school enjoyable, my classmates for putting up with me, and especially to my mom, who studied with me so much that she thinks she's graduating today too. Billy G. Jennings. I would entire process and putting up with me having mental breakdowns. Secondly, I would like to thank my grandpa and grandma for giving me all the love and support I could ever need. I would also like to thank Jeremiah for putting up with me and getting me into OUC at the last minute. Last but not least, I would like to thank Ashley, Hallie, Michaela for accepting me into your group and becoming my best friends. Levi Lane. Howdy. I'd like to thank my family, my girlfriend Maddie, friends, peers, and professors who have helped me get through this program. Also, I'd like to say thank you to my preceptor, Nellie, who has shown me how to conduct myself as a professional and a caring nurse over these last few months. It has been a journey, and it wouldn't have been possible without all of you. Thank you. Joey LeBlanc. I would like to thank my parents, brother, and my family for supporting me and positively motivating me throughout my college journey. I would also like to thank everyone in the nursing program that has helped me along the way. The faculty have been instrumental in ensuring we had the resources needed to be successful in this program. Lastly, I would like to thank God for all of the blessings that He has given me. Kyler Mount. I want to thank my parents and grandparents for all of the love and support throughout this journey. I would not be the person I am without you guys. I also want to thank all of our professors and clinical instructors. Your flexibility and understanding through all the craziness are appreciated more than you know. Lastly, I want to thank my friends and classmates. I will cherish the memories we have made together, and I could not have asked for a better group of people to spend this time with. Jordan Oates. To my mom and dad, thank you for always supporting and believing in me on becoming a nurse. My husband, I thank you for the multiple nights spent studying for each exam and pushing me on when things didn't seem to go the way I wanted. The rest of my family, thank you for standing behind me and encouraging me to finish. Also, Jeremiah Triplett, thank you for being my advisor and reminding me why I chose this journey when things got tough. To the friends I've made throughout the years, thank you for the laughs, tears, and encouragement. Hannah Olson. I would like to thank my mom and dad for always reminding me to chase my dreams and never give up. I wouldn't be where I am today without the unending love and support from my family. Thank you to the forever friends I've made along the way, and to each professor and clinical instructor for your guidance in helping me become the best nurse I can be. Hallie Pitts. I'd like to thank everyone who has supported me through this journey. It hasn't been easy, but there was never a time I wasn't told you can do it. I'd like to thank my classmates, both present and past, who have helped me grow and become a better person and friend. I cherish the memories we've made, and I will not forget them. Lastly, I'd like to thank the professors in Ohio University for allowing us all to be here together celebrating this special day. toppings. Thank you to my professors for making nursing school a little more tolerable with jokes and donuts. You guys bent over backwards to make sure we knew all the things and believed in us at times when we didn't believe in ourselves. Thank you to all of my friends and family who have been so supportive. You were understanding when I skipped out on group functions to study and pushed me to keep going when I couldn't see the finish line. Your love, patience, and encouragement has not gone unnoticed. I couldn't have done this without you all. Hannah Umstead. I want to thank my parents for supporting me and believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. I would not have made it this far without you. To my professors and instructors, I want to thank you for your endless support throughout this journey. I have many more people to thank, but I want to give thanks to God. His mercy and grace have carried me through the last 5 years, and me standing here today is a testament to His glory and faithfulness. Callie Bernier. I would like to thank my family, friends, and boyfriend for their endless love and support through my nursing school journey. Thank you to my professors and clinical instructors for all of their guidance, patience, and encouragement. I could not have made it this far without you all. Ariel Zeisler. I am so thankful and blessed to have many supportive people in my life. Mom and Dad, thank you both for being my biggest support system and always pushing me to be the best version of myself. I would not be standing here without you two. Thank you to my classmates for the countless memories, whether that be in class, lab, or clinical. I will cherish them forever. Thank you for all the great professors and clinical instructors I've had for everything you've taught me throughout the years. Thank you to each and every one of my family members and friends for always being my biggest fans. All of your support means the world to me.
Congratulations, students. At this time, we will begin the lighting of the nursing lamps. Students, if you will take your lamps from underneath your seats. While Professor Hammond is passing the light from her lamp, we would like to invite any nurses in the audience to please stand and prepare to repeat the nursing pledge, which will be led by Dr. Camille Lettingham. The nursing pledge can be found on page 5 of your pinning program.
As we're lighting the lamps, I have to follow all that. I'm pretty emotional. Sorry. As the science of nursing evolves, one aspect of nursing remains the same: the art. We see it when we are inspired to do the best for our patients, develop high standards, and provide the best care. The Nightingale Pledge is a modified version of the Hippocratic Oath for doctors, whereby nurses pledge to uphold certain ethics and principles within the nursing profession. The pledge was named after Florence Nightingale, who is considered the founder of modern nursing. If you would please stand and find the nursing pledge in your manuals. That's a trick, isn't it? Okay. So repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain
standards and practices of my profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping in the practice of my calling. I will assist physicians in their work and will devote myself to the welfare of my patients, my family, and my community. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privileges as a good citizen and to take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and welfare of the community. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and to use them wisely. I will zealously seek to nurse those who are ill whenever they may be and wherever they are in need. I will be active in assisting others in safeguarding and promoting the health and happiness of mankind. Congratulations, you can blow your candles. Welcome to the profession.